has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. Into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. For Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
Mayfield's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Complete.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
22 yards.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Broncos' 28-yard line.
Second down and 8. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 21. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Over the middle to Beckham. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Second down and 4. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
First and goal from the 3. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7. Broncos nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll go jet sweep here with Sutton. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Second and 12. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a third down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw it is Locke. A quick hitter complete. It's Lindsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns 7, Broncos nothing.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 27.
Sheldon Richardson on the
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now it's Lindsey. On first down, they go option to the right. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
The kick by Marr is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
At the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the play. And the Browns 1st down.
2 minutes to play in this 1st half. 7-3 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Eluding the pressure right. They'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Fourth down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. First down, Mayfield. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Going to the air again with Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Mayfield with it once more. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Juju Smith-Schuster as the first half is winding down. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Locke. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
36-yard line.
Here's Locke to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And again, it's Chubb. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Mayfield with the give to Nick Chubb. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
This is out quickly to the right, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Complete.
First down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham.
A gain of 7.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's second down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They run. Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
A gain of 7.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Shotgun snap and again to Lindsey. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
At the 25-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 36.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
5-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Locke with a quick throw out to Judy. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 22, Locke looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to run again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. From the gun, it's Locke being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The score, Browns 14, Broncos 9. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mayfield to throw it. Flush to his right. Now Mayfield lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Lindsey going to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Broncos 17, Browns 14. Brett Maher is set to
And here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mayfield going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They run it again with Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
On 2nd down and 4, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Chubb. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
Mayfield looks to throw. The quick slant caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
The 44-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense are saying go right ahead with those. Now Locke. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And down right around the 37. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
7-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here comes Lindsey, toss right. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Three yards remain for 2nd down. Now this time Locke will throw. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
KJ Hamler.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Sets up a first down and goal at the 9-yard line.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Today's final score, Broncos 24.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th